The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Some Pharisees and Herodians were sent to Jesus to ensnare him in his speech. They came and said to him, "Teacher, we know that you are a truthful man and that you are not concerned with anyone's opinion. You do not regard a person's status, but teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. Is it lawful to pay the census tax to Caesar or not? Should we pay or should we not pay?" Knowing their hypocrisy, he said to them, "Why are you testing me? Bring me a denarius to look at." They brought one to him, and he said to them, "Whose image and inscription is this?" They replied to him, "Caesar's." So Jesus said to them, "Repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God." They were utterly amazed at him. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Please be seated.
Today we honor Saint Peter of Verona, the very first canonized martyr in the order of preachers. And you will see from this statue, you can easily recognize and even imagine how he died. Meron pong itak, tinaga po sa ulo. Again, he was the first canonized martyr in the Dominican order. He was born in 1507 in Verona from a wealthy family who were actually or unfortunately influenced by the heresy at that time. At the age of 15, he met Saint Dominic, then eventually he joined the Dominican order. Kasapin po namin siya, isa po siya sa aming mga kapatid na banal. And then eventually he became a good preacher. He was so influential in his preaching against the heresy at that time, that even to the point, because of too much power and aggressiveness in his preaching, teaching against heresy pertaining to the two gods, as they believe, these heretics believe much. These heretics conspired to kill him. That eventually one day, while on his way to Milan, they met him and killed him. Napaka-lungkot po ng kanyang pagkamatay, na kahit nung siya'y tinaga na, nagsisikap siyang tumayo, then eventually, ginamit niya kanyang dugo sa ulo at sinulat niya sa lupa that he believed in one God. He was known of this message, Credo Unum Deum. Sabi ko nga po at that time, napakalakas ng mga heretics na iyon, influencing people that there are two gods. But Saint Peter of Verona, in his powerful preaching, encouraged people to believe in one God. Kaya napakasikat niya po nun. Ang daming nagbago dahil sa kanya. Lahat namulat sa katotohanan ng ayon sa tamang mga pahayag ni Kristo. If you are going to look at the story of Saint Peter of Verona, hindi po nalalayo sa kwento ng ating ebanghelyo ngayon. Kung meron at that time, merong mga heretics. At this time, in the story of our gospel today, we have the scribes and the Pharisees. So aggressive, influencing, or even going against the teaching of Jesus. And evidently, Jesus is trying to oppose them, to rather give them the right teaching, give them the gift of enlightenment that this is the right one. And then in today's gospel, they even wanted to annoy Jesus by asking the question, is it lawful to pay the taxes or not? But Jesus is so consistent in his preaching. It's all about fidelity, loyalty, that if you are so loyal that it has to be consistent, dapat consistent, dapat constant. Hindi yung pwedeng loyal ka lang sa isang aspeto at pagdating dito, hindi. You know, one remarkable preaching of St. Peter of Verona was about encouraging Catholics at that time who are merely practicing in words but lacking in action. Imagine at that time, meron ng ganun. 15th century, may mga Katoliko nang nasa salita lamang, kulang sa gawa, kulang o mali yung sinasabuhay. Hindi po nalalayo sa panahon natin ngayon. Meron din tayong mga kapatid na ganoon, Katoliko nga, pero hindi ginagawa, hindi sinasabuhay ang pagiging Katoliko. And this is the point of Jesus in His preaching, in His dialogue with the scribes and the Pharisees at that time. That sense of fidelity, hindi ka pwede magiging loyal or faithful lamang sa isang aspeto. It has to be manifested in all aspects of your life. Kung ikaw ay may pananampalataya sa Diyos at tapat ka sa Diyos, dapat ganun din, tapat ka rin sa kapwa mo. Tapat ka rin sa lipunan. Kung ikaw ay tapat sa iyong responsibilidad bilang nananampalataya sa Diyos, dapat tapat ka rin sa iyong mga responsibilidad sa lipunan. Kaya ito yung sinasabi ni Kristo, pay to Caesar what is for Caesar, and to God what is to God. Dapat consistent. Ang pagsasabuhay ng pagiging anak ng Diyos ay dapat may tapat, buo at tapat kahit kanino at kahit saan. Hindi yung tipong gusto mo lang dito kaya dito ka lang. Hindi yung tipong dahil dito lang ang may sabihin nating may matatanggap ka dito, dito ka lang. No. Dapat yung ating pagiging tapat, buo at kumpleto. Kung ikaw ay matapat na anak ng Diyos, dapat matapat ka rin sa kapwa mo. Tapat ka rin sa trabaho mo. Tapat ka sa pagsisilbi mo sa bayan. Yun ang tinutumbok ni Kristo. The same point of St. Peter of Verona. May mga Katoliko at that time na nasa salita lamang, kulang sa pagsasabuhay. Sana ganun din tayo mga kapatid. As Catholics, we have to be faithful and we have to manifest this very important value of fidelity, not only on the spiritual side, but more importantly, in all aspects as a human person. Muli po, ngayon po ay kapistahan ng aming mahal na santo, ating santo, San Pedro ng Verona. Ipanalangin natin sa Kanya na sana'y tulungan tayo sa pagiging tunay na tapat na anak ng Diyos.